He engages in all sorts of dishonesty and corruption. One day, William hosts a party in his apartment. He's playing a game of cards and cheating when there is a knock at the door.
Come in, come in.
There's someone here to see you, sir.
Don't go, William. It's your turn to play.
Yeah, let your guest wait.
I'll be right back.
William walks into the parlor. A strange chill has settled in the room. William sees that the fire in the fireplace has gone out. It's almost pitch black. A storm hammers outside, and William jumps at the sound of a window opening and shutting in the wind.
Hello? Anyone here?
Just then, a figure jumps out from a corner. He is dressed exactly as William, down to the tiniest detail. He grabs William and whispers in his ear, "William Wilson." The stranger runs out the door, but not before William gets a...
When?
The very same day.
Impossible.
It is odd, no doubt, but there's more.
What is it?
I can't find out anything else about him. Obviously, he has some wealth if he can dress and imitate you as he does. Yet I have no idea where he comes from. No one else does either. He's like a ghost.
What does he want, and why is he following me?
I don't think you'll find out anytime soon.
access to enormous amounts of money. He buys the most expensive clothes, eats at the most expensive restaurants, and decorates his apartment with the most expensive furnishings. His vices worsen now that he has more money to pay for them. His favorite activity is cheating at cards. One day he hears that Lady Glendinning will be in town. Glendinning is a very wealthy duchess. William convinces his friend Preston to host a party and invite Lady Glendinning. When William arrives at the party, he is dazzled. There is food and merriment everywhere. The guests are a cosmopolitan crowd, and William looks forward to manipulating them.
Lady Glendinning, how are you this evening?
I am quite well. I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting you before, sir.
No. I am William Wilson. I must confess, I have heard such grand stories about your talent at cards. I am not very good at cards myself, but if you could spare some time to play with me, I think I could learn a lot from such a yearnable opponent as you.
You flatter me too much.
William and Glendinning sit down and place their bets. The other guests gather around the table to watch.
You seem to be beating me, young man.
Incredible, isn't it?
Are you really new at this?
Indeed.
After the last hand, Glendinning loses a lot of money. She goes very pale.
I am ruined. I have taken my entire fortune.
Before William can say anything, the doors of the apartment are thrown open with such force that all the candles in the room extinguish, as if by magic. There in the doorway stands none other than William Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, I make no apology for my rude interruption. I am fulfilling a duty. I am here to reveal the true character of the person who has tonight won a large sum of money from Lady Glendinning.
A murmur spreads among the guests. They look back and forth between the two Williams.
Please examine the inner lining of the pocket of William's jacket.
The second William leaves, and the guest sees Williams. They find the cards he used to cheat.
You liar. You cheat. You duplicitous man.
Mr. Wilson, I believe we have had enough of you. You will of course drop out of Oxford. You must also leave my home immediately.
William puts on his expensive fur coat. It's a one-of-a-kind specialty made wrap that William designed himself. No other coat like it exists. On William's way out, a servant calls after him.
Sir,
The servant holds out a coat identical to the one William is wearing.
I believe this is yours.
William takes the coat, amazed and appalled. It must have belonged to the second William. But how could he have come by it? He wanders Europe. He travels to Paris, Berlin, Vienna, and Moscow. But each time he tries to engage in a bit of evil mischief, the second William appears to ruin his plans. Finally, in Rome, William believes he has attended the second William. He has escaped the second William. He attends a masquerade. On the dance floor, he hears a familiar whisper in his ear.
William Wilson.
You scoundrel. You can't hound me unto death.
William drags the second William into a side room.
Draw your sword.
The second William hesitates, sighs, and draws his sword. After a brief sword type, the first William stabs the second William. Then a strange thing happens. A mirror in the corner is arranged in a way to make it seem that William has been stabbed. The image of himself bleeding and dying sends shivers up and down his spine. William turns to his opponent.
How can you look so much like me? Every line of your face, every thread of your cloak, every expression on your face mirrors mine.
You have conquered, and I yield.
Why? You aren't whispering. I thought you had to whisper. And your voice is identical to my own voice.
Henceforth you are also dead, dead to the world, to heaven, and to hope. In me you existed, and in my death this image, which is your own, you have utterly murdered yourself. Dylan.
A few days later,
Alright, so I just wanted to come through and give the special thanks to Mr. Joe Schneider, Nick Cornwall, Ryan Maris, Dylan Reynolds, Aaron Carr, Mark Vanderveen, Kyler Vugdeveen, Riley Jackson, and Brandon Danielson. So here's just a little room here that we made at the end. So I'm just gonna go around and show you what we built. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So you didn't get to see all of it. Oh my gosh. Fly. Okay. We got our spawn point in that glass dome, and then scene 1 is in the village in the schoolyard. So we kind of went with like an old look with the vines and the cracked blocks in the moss. Last scene, they went to Rome. We actually built the Colosseum. So here's your entrance and stuff. And Mr. D's chair, royal chair. Alright, thanks guys for watching.